Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Myst. In the previous episode we went through and we read the 4 books here, which gave us a lot of valuable information. In this episode we'll be continuing on with the major part of the game because now we can. Now what we have here is the tower rotation. Basically what we need to do here, we take this, and when this line turns red, we can then go to the tower. And you may be wondering, how the heck do we get to the tower? Well, that is simply put by pressing this magic picture. And what's it do? It shows that the bookcase turns into steps, which we can then climb and head up to the tower. So here we are at the tower. Just click this button, and on we go. Now, for this one, you can see what area you're currently looking at, which we're currently looking at the gears. If we go around this to where this key is, you'll see that it gives you a little hint. 240, 221. Now then, you can do that for each and every single one of the random, or not random, but for each of the tower rotations, so that we can figure out what all the different hints are. Well, instead of me going through and switching the tower rotation to each of them, I have a notebook page of all the notes that we need. So, lucky us. Now, in order to get back outside, you'll see that there's this picture here. Click it, the staircase will go up, the bookcase will go up, and we can go ahead and leave the room. Also, referring to the tower rotation map, there's one there, there's one there, at the dock, there's one there, at the big tree, I think, could be wrong, there's one over here at the rocket, and that's all there really is, I think, actually. So, yeah. But luckily, I already know all the little rotation tips and everything. So, the big gear said 240, 221. Well, the only thing that we know of that could look like 240 is the clock here. So what we're going to do is, right now it's at noon. So in order to get to 40, this is the minute hand, this is the hour hand. So 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It works. Look at that. Now then, with that being done, we can come over here and flip this breaker. And then enter this room. Now then, what we have here is a puzzle. This one moves the bottom 2, I believe. And this one moves the top 2. The other part of the hint was 221. So 2, 2, 1. This resets it. Now then, if this moves the bottom 2, then we need to move this once. This once. And if you hold down the lever, the middle row will continue to move. So we'll pull this down once. And there we go. 2, 2, 1. And you'll notice this gear looked like the one up by the boat, and now it is open. Well, luckily for us, if we go over there now, it's open. And you'll see this book here. This book leads on to the first world that we could go to. But I don't feel like going to that one first. So we'll continue on from our next hint. Now our next hint was the dock. Now the dock's hint was October 11th, 1984, 10 o'clock, 10:04 a.m. Now what could that mean? Well, luckily, you guys have me. We'll turn this off, and we'll sit in this wonderful chair. And now, you'll see January 1st, 12 o'clock a.m. So what we're going to do is, we're going to switch this to October 11th. And once again, this hint that we got here, how I figured this out, is the tower rotations. And then 1984. Where's 1984? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. At 10:04 a.m. So now we're gonna go to 10:04 a.m. 10:04. And it gives us a constellation to look at. Now, if you go back to the books in the library, you'll be able to see which constellation this is, which, in this case, it's the Leaf. Next, also part of the hint at the tower rotation is January 17th, 2000, or not 2000, but 1207. So first of all, January 17th, 1207. At 5:46 a.m. 5:46, it said. Now this is the Snake constellation. Snake. Next, the last part of the hint was November 23rd. So November 23rd. 9,791. So 9,971. Oh, 9,791. Sorry. There we go. 9791 at 6:57 p.m. So we'll grab this. 6:57 p.m. Click it. Now this constellation I got kind of confused on. But basically this is the spider. At first I thought it was the anchor, but whatever. It's the spider. Oh yeah, if you see this wonderful message at the bottom of the screen, this game has a hint system, but I'm not going to be using it because I know how to play. Luckily. Right, so with all of that, now in order to use those, you'll notice these have the pictures of all the different constellations on them. So, click the leaf. Click the, nope, not the anchor. Click the spider. And click the snake. You'll hear a sound effect declaring that something's gone right at least. What do you guys think has happened? Well, the ship is now out of the water, and the ship level is actually where we will go first. However, we're still not done putting together these puzzles. The next puzzle was the rocket. Now, for the rocket to work, the hint that it gave us was 59 volts. Now, if you remember right, if we go to the generator, power to rocket, whole bunch of generator things. Just to give you a quick tip, each of these does a different amount of energy, power, gives a different amount of power. This one does 10, and as you can see, this one does 7. Well, this one does 10, 7, 8, 16, 5, 1, 2, 22, 19, 9. So we're going to do this one, 10, plus 1, plus 2, plus 22, plus 8, plus 16. and that gets you right to 59. So if you use that pattern, you're perfectly fine. Say you were doing it, say that you messed everything up before you looked up a walkthrough or were watching this Let's Play and you're trying to play along, but you messed up and say this goes all the way down to 0, but this is still working. But what you need to do is you go outside, and you'll quickly notice back here there's this cord running along here. If you follow the cord, it goes all the way to the rocket, so we're going to follow it. It goes all the way to the rocket here. Well, you'll notice there's a little tower. Let's go up to this tower. If that scenario happens, you just take this, pull it down, and it resets the power to rocket. Basically saying that you can retry. Now then, what we have here is the rocket, which now has power. And we've got two devices here. One is a piano, which plays perfect music. Got this piano for a song. And here we have this device, which plays piano music. Look at that. And if we pull this lever, it plays all five-ish different chords. Now then, what we have is the book from the library that told us that if we click, say, some of these notes, like this one, there was that picture of the library showing which of these that we actually need to do. Well, first of all, the first note is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in, so it's this note, and that will correspond with this. Then we'll go on to note 2, which was like 12 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's note 2. So we go over here. Note 3 was, I believe, this one. So we'll go over here. And note number 4, which was the this note, number 8. Yep. And the last note, which is this key right here. And that should be all the wonderful notes. And as you can see, a book appears. But we're not going to touch that book right now, because this rocket world is actually my least favorite out of all of them. Now then, that's 3 of the 4 wonderful ages that we get to go to in this game. The last one is over here. Now then, what we can do is turn this all the way up. Oh crap, no we don't. First, we need to turn it all the way down. Sorry. The hint that we got for this one was... let's see here. What hint did we get for this one? I can't remember the hint. And it doesn't seem that I wrote it down. Ah, well. Oh, wait, no. No, here's the hint. It's, the hint was 724. So, we'll go over here. 724. It opens this, and we get, like, a matchbox. What do we do with that matchbox? We'll come over here. See this? Now it's lit up. What do we do? Now we'll turn this all the way up. give it a moment. You'll see that the pressure is rising. And holy crap, we got that loud noise going on here. Whatever could that noise be? Well, let's go check outside. And it's actually back here at this tree. See? There's a secret door there. Now, we're not actually supposed to automatically know it's this tree, but I do. And if you look up, it's slowly rising in the air. Now, what we can do is basically, it's going to rise all the way up in the air and it's going to stay there. And if we were to turn the pressure off, then it's going to start descending. And when we get outside, we can go ahead and press this. And then there's a button on the inside that will take the tree and make it go all the way back down. Which is how you get into the next world. The book is literally right below the character right now. So, like I said, the first place that we're going to go, because I want to go there, is the boat world. Then in order to do that, we click this, and we click the wonderful book, which is like the stone ship age. You'll see a little animation there, depicting the entire area. This is where we're going to be. Nice little area, isn't it? Now you'll quickly recognize this area to be the one that Emmett was at with Branch and Will. So there's their little lighthouse that they built. The place has seemed to take on a little water since the last time our wonderful friend Atris has been here. Click this again, and we'll finally appear in a new age. The Stone Ship Age. Now then, looking around the island, we got the boat here, and there's some water in there. Can't really do anything much about that. Water in here. You can barely see it, but it's there. And there's some water in here. Now you might be wondering, what the heck do we do here then? Well, there is a couple things. We got this here, which has 3 wonderful switches underneath it. And we got this thing here with a locked padlock and a key stuck to a chain here. And this is all flooded with water. So you still might be wondering, what the heck can we do here? Well, if you go all the way up here, we got a telescope showing us the entire 360 of this island. Still not really useful. So, now, I'm going to say it again, what the heck do we do here? Well, you'll all find out in the next episode, where we will do the Stone Ship Age. So, I'll see you all then.